Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
All right, so just heard this breaking news, and this is just rumor so far. It's not set in stone, but it's a possibility that KB Toys may be returning out of nowhere.
Because of Toys R Us, baby.
There might have been a backup plan because...
I'm sorry, it's Toys R Bust. It's now Toys R Bust.
It might have been a backup plan to stay alive because they did buy, I believe, KB Toys.
Yep.
So that could be a way, if KB Toys existed and Toys R Us closed, then eventually they possibly could reopen somehow. I don't know. Yep. But there might be weird technicality somehow.
With Toys R Us, see if they close down, that way they can ditch all their debt. And then maybe...
Well, they could have probably took the KB Toy name and opened up another company that held that, so it's not connected to Toys R Us.
Yeah. They wanted to...
Somehow they must have did something, but you know what? I don't care because I sent my resume back in there, so I just called them up and I sent my resume, and I want to go home, back to where I belong. But we'll see. What's up, Ben?
Hello.
I would love to go back to KB Toys.
And get off the toy track. It's time to manage.
No. I'm gonna be corporate this time.
I know.
I'm gonna be, I've evolved in retail, so I want to be part of that corporate office. So we will see, but I wish it comes back because let me tell you something. If they returned it to sort of the model where they had the blue rugs, it was nice, homely feeling, it looked like a kid's store, a toy store. Blue rugs, exclusive toys, video games.
Now you got Toys R Us alone, you got to maze your way just to find one action figure, which could be either is it in the superhero area or is it in the other area 40 aisles down. That's the problem.
We have the boys aisle, the girls aisle, the preschool aisle.
Yep.
You have video game section. You have the demo counter with the candy and all that stuff at the counter. You could even make new additions to it. Maybe you could make pet stuff or something too, like for the pets, like toys for the pets. Just go crazy. What's up, Vaughn?
Hey.
So we're hearing rumors that KB Toys is coming back, and it's all over the news, popping up everywhere. That KB Toys may be coming back.
I hate saying this, but KB Toys needs to stay small for at least a couple of years.
No, I agree. That's the motto of KB Toys. It needs to stay not like a Toys R Us. It's a small store that goes in malls. And that's where they need to be, in malls, or they can standalone stores. Like I had my store that closed.
It'd be a small, like what you see with like the size of maybe Burger King.
Well, you know what might happen, because they're supposed to open up a Toys R Us in the new mall. They may have switched it to KB Toys.
Yeah.
And that would be amazing.
They don't want to risk losing their money or revenue.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I am ecstatic about this. Because even if I don't get to work for them, that's like one of my favorite companies. So I am glad. Hopefully this pans out. Because, again, it's popping up everywhere. I hope it's definite. Because we didn't hear any locations. We didn't hear anything. And we got to hear what's going on with the Toys R Us bankruptcy stuff. But also, that's another weird technicality. Because technically, Toys R Us still has to open in Staten Island in the new mall, regardless of what happened. So I really want to see what's happening. What do you think, Vaughn? What's your memories of KB Toys? Did you like that company? Or maybe she's not available. All right. What about you, Ben?
All I remember from KB Toys was they were kind of pricey in certain areas, but they did carry a lot of older action figures that you couldn't get at Toys R Us.
Yeah. And that's what needs to happen. They need to have stuff that other stores don't. They need to have a whole variety of things. What's up, Vaughn?
What up?
Yeah, what do you think about KB Toys possibly returning? Are you for it, against it, or you don't really care?
I don't care. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't.
That's okay.
I don't have, being poor, I didn't have the advantage to bond with KB Toys or Toys of Us. So I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was excited because I gave him 8 years of my life. So, I mean, basically, I wanted to report this right away. I got this from my buddy James had sent me the link. So, all right, that's one story.
On Facebook, they said that Toys R Us killed the mom and pop stores, and now the internet, like Amazon, that's killing them. That was.
I heard.
Yeah,
well, I heard some news today that a show that I grown to love over 3 years have now been canceled. They have now canceled Rick and Morty. It would not be renewed for a season 4. It is canceled.
Why? Because they don't want to give money?
Because Dan Harmon, who is the creator and also the producer of it, said that they basically did not get any word of, because people have been asking him about Rick and Morty because they've been spamming the heck out of it for the past few months.
Yeah,
so usually when they do that, usually when they spam up like that, that means this is going towards the premiere. But he said that Adult Swim, being the idiots that they are, decided that no, we're not doing a season 4 of Rick and Morty. Now let's give it straight. Rick and Morty is one of the highest rated shows.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they was like, no, I would like to put some other crap on, which seems very. I just don't get the heads at Adult Swim.
That's not the first time Cartoon Network's pulled that bullshit. They canceled Young Justice because Toy Story weren't good.
Exactly.
And then
I'm like, this show single-handedly brought back a sauce that I never heard of. That was the Szechuan sauce at Mickey D's. And it has a strong following to do that. So,
Lord.
it brought it back because Rick on one of his episodes talked about the Szechuan sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Adult Swim, please pull whatever out of your ass and give these people another 4th season at least, because y'all stupid and none of your other shows can compare to Rick and Morty, sadly.
Well, let me ask you a question, other shows. If they're canceled, could they go somewhere else or no?
I want to say yes. I'm hoping that's like something like
it might be an
Central
exclusive thing to them where they can't go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And I was wondering about what was the stipulations under that, because it's a highly successful show, and you know that people are probably going to petition it to come back because that's really the only good thing they have on Adult Swim now these days.
Look at Futurama. It was taken off the air, and there was a petition brought up to bring it back.
Wow. That is some crazy stuff. I didn't even know that was canceled today.
Yeah. And look also at Family Guy history.
Yeah.
It was canceled and then was brought back by Fox. I mean, and then also not Adult Swim, but American Dad, which was canceled by Fox and picked up by TBS. So I'm hoping that TBS might pick up Rick and Morty.
Please do. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So now American Dad's not on Fox anymore?
No, it's on TBS now.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, they switched it.
There is a thing that I watch which went from YouTube to their own channel called Verve. Cyanide and Happiness, that all stuff. Mm-hmm. They also got my Deep Space 69. They put all the new episodes there on Verve, which yes, it may be a pay thing, but still, they've got it's real good, funny. Plus, they've got other little things other than Deep Space 69, which I love.
Right. So let's see. What other news? Matt Ryan is going to be a series regular on Legends of Tomorrow for the 4th season.
Yep. If it gets picked up, Constantine moves as a full member of the Wave Rider.
And it looks like, that's it if it gets picked up, which
probably will because it's CW.
Yeah, I'm leaning after that crossover. They made so much damn money just from that crossover.
And the Constantine episode of Legends
that basically greenlit everything, I think. So, so a Constantine as part of the Wave Rider, that'd be perfect.
Interesting.
Now, let me just get into box office numbers quickly because it looks like Black Panther is #1 again for the 5th straight weekend in a row.
And and the show and the movie was good. Yes.
Knock freaking Twitter on her ass.
Speaking of
Wait, hold on. We're gonna stick. Wait, Ben. 1 second. I just want to give the numbers first. Black Panther has in $1,185,153,798 and climbing because it's still
repeat business.
Still, could it beat Avengers: Age of Ultron or even Avengers?
Yes.
We don't possibly. It's possible.
It's probably give them a run for the money.
But now wait, the other surprising news that we weren't expecting is that Tomb Raider is a success. It has in over 128 million, almost 129. It beat the production budget. It's good. It's going to go on to probably defeating, I guess, Tomb Raider 2 and continuing on. And this may be a franchise.
Which I said.
So a lot of people overseas went ape over it.
Oh yeah, because she's a British character. That's why.
Yes. So we may still get a sequel anyway because it's doing really well. Now over here, it did beat Black Panther for 1 day, mind you, 1 day only.
Probably would
on Friday, but
probably would.
Now domestically, we have 23,710,000. So now we still have to see what it does for the next couple of weeks, but it's probably going to close out at close to 200 million or maybe 300 million. I don't know. So we're going to be reporting
closer to 3. I don't think it'll hit the 3-bit mark, but I do see it at least grazing it because it was that good.
All right, Ben. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. So go ahead.
Did you hear the excuse for why Wrinkle in Time isn't doing well by the director? She's pulling the racism card.
What?
Okay.
Why? She can't. She can't even pull that card.
There's an article where she kind of comes out because she's claiming that's why the movie isn't doing well. Because
are you kidding me? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? The number one winner is Black Panther. So
yeah, let me see if I can find the.
Who is it?
Ava DuVernay or something like that.
Stop it! Really?
Man, you can't even do that number anymore.
No,
Black Panther is still number 1.
You got Black Panther.
Yeah, try it.
So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Black Panther kicked your ass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
nice race card that is. Idiot.
The article.
Put down the Kool-Aid.
Get the hell out of here with that.
I put the article
in First of all, you don't put a movie out next to Black Panther. That's
no, you don't.
Common damn sense, even if you don't know what it was.
It's the second time they tried to make that into a movie.
Get the hell out of here.
Just
time?
Yeah.
Listen, you're putting it at the wrong times.
And she gets to direct the DC New Gods movie. So will she claim alienism when it doesn't do well?
You know what? I'm not even gonna read this. Get the hell out of here.
No, because it's BS. Because you can't even.
I'm sorry, it looked like crap to me. I mean, I don't care if Oprah was in it. I don't care.
Well, it kind of comes, I guess, from even the book. It has a lot of SJW overtones in the book.
Okay, nobody wants that anyway. That's garbage.
Why don't you blame the SJWs for not?
No, you know what? If it's you know what? If it's an SJW and a movie failed, okay, good. Then stop making those stupid movies with the SJW nonsense, and then maybe because maybe guys don't go see that. Then maybe.
We're not
just maybe.
I'm sorry. It could be.
Yeah.
It could be that most people have not heard about Wrinkle in Time. I haven't even heard about Wrinkle in Time. So that could be.
All I know is when I see Oprah looking like the Grandmaster, I'm like, yeah, I'll pass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't need to see that.
Well, the guy from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, one of those futuristic.
Listen, I don't know if it's good or not, but you know what? I don't like excuses when people do stupid excuses like that. So you know what?
Speaking of SJWs, did you hear that the new director from the Bond movie says the next Bond girl is going to be influenced by the Me Too movement?
Well, then that's going to be the worst selling Bond in history, probably.
Yeah, director. Bond's always been a womanizer. That's one of his character traits.
Yeah, that's going to be in the toilet then, that James Bond movie.
Yeah,
no,
guaranteed. It's going to be the worst selling Bond movie in history. Watch, because they're all
they couldn't get the
political agenda.
They're going to do the Me Too.
Take your stupid movements and don't put them in our movies and sequels, please.
I'm just saying that this is gonna it's going to harm the actual movement doing this. Because a lot of people are bandwagon and they don't quite understand what the meaning of behind Me Too is. It's basically the creeps out there that is bigwigs that are harassing people and blacklisting them from ever talking. This is what this movement is about: sexual harassment in the workplace.
Yeah, but what's twisting is what they're doing in Hollywood is they're twisting it where women need to take over now because men didn't do it right. And this is, I even saw it last night on Talking Dead. That the girl that like talks, she's like, it's our turn now. We need to take over the world, type of thing. Like,
no,
why are you
not in certain fields.
Why are you twisting stuff? This is not your opportunity to take over anything. So, but whatever. You know what?
If the person is highly trained and highly experienced in that field, by all means, go and take over. But I'm not expecting an entry-level person to go and try to take over.
I'm not talking about like one. I'm not talking about like presidency or anything. I'm talking about the whole thing in general.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not everybody's created equal. So you're not going to snap your fingers and then all guys are not going to have jobs and women are going to have the top. That's ridiculous. So this is why movies like that do stupid things that twist that need to fail. And it's going to fail, these movies. And then in 2 years, this is all going to be over. Nobody's going to be talking about any of this garbage.
Well, I want to still be there because there are honestly innocent people that's being harmed.
Well, that I want done. I want people that done wrong things to get prosecuted and charged, and then the women get their due.
Innocent crap.
I need to rephrase that because that didn't sound right when I said it. But it's innocent people who is affected by this that need to have due process. You know, genuine people that are living day to day with this type of harassment. Yeah. And I don't like the fact it needs to stop being what's called
witch hunt,
sensationalized or glamorized. For mainstream. This is a serious thing going on. Right. And I feel that it's gonna turn in, like I say, to the cry wolf aspect of it. German people are gonna have people are not gonna be taken seriously.
It's starting to feel something similar to the McCarthy era, to where anybody's coming out saying, "Oh, they did this," and when you look at closer, it says they didn't do that. And that's what it's feeling. It's feeling like a witch hunt. It's feeling like it's slowly turning into a McCarthy era hunt when we're trying to go after people who are actually genuinely I'm going to put it this way, assaulting women to gain control.
Well, they need to go.
Yeah, those people
need to go.
And the women need to get everything they can possibly get with that, like millions and millions and billions or whatever. And I'm all for that. But I'm not for people that never had anything done to them as a woman, but are using this as an opportunity to boost themselves when they never had anything going on like with this. This is what I'm trying to say, like that men are stupid, men are this, men need, we need to be in charge of all these different things. They tried to buy the Weinstein Company and make it where it was all run by women. And that didn't even go through, that deal.
Look at Rose.
They wanted to take that over, actually.
Who are staying too afraid to come forward.
We're going to continue these topics on Topic Wonders.
Okay.
We did cover this because the Everything Show, there's a lot of things in the news today. But there's so much stuff we can't cover it on one Everything Show. We'll have to cover it tonight. Another big thing, and I don't mean to take away from this story, but there's plenty of stories, is that Indiana Jones is going to be starting filming next year, right, Ben? So we have a fifth Indiana Jones is going to film in April of 2019. I believe Harrison Ford is going to be, 76 years old?
Yeah.
So, and then the following year, 2020, it will probably be released. So, this is very exciting for me because this is the last Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford.
Probably, yeah.
And then they're going to reboot it, I'm pretty sure. It's almost definite they're going to reboot it. I mean, Disney owns it. Disney's not going to say, "Oh, we need to keep this." No, they're going to reboot this sucker 100,000,000%.
They're going to either after this movie or a following movie, but within the next 2-3 years, they are going to reboot Indiana.
Right.
Bruce Campbell continues to hint that Ash vs. Evil Dead's been canceled. At a recent Q&A session he was doing somewhere across the pond, someone asked him about season 4, and he says, "You'll get season 3 on Netflix in a few months, but I know things you don't know."
Oh, geez. See, this is the type of mess. Like, they don't know how to cancel, but yet other shows that don't even make sense are still on the air. That doesn't make sense to me.
Keeps hinting that
Listen, first of all, stars, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they have no room for their programming. They don't really have that many shows, right? That
They really
are
don't.
huge. So they have recognition with Ash vs. Evil Dead. You keep it. Even if you, let's just say maybe they wanted to start putting out the Chucky TV show, right? You could then have an hour block then. You could have Ash, and then you could have Chucky.
Yeah.
And you could combine it like a thing.
Yep.
And maybe the companies could work together to have a crossover even. Then you'd be golden. But these companies are like, well, we want to change our business motto. And first of all, give me a damn break with this stuff. It's a successful show. The ratings are good, right?
The ratings haven't been doing that well. They've been going.
But I'm going to explain something to you. They lied about releasing it in October. They said they didn't want to release it in October because it was going up against Walking Dead. But then you release it in February when it goes up against a premiere Walking Dead, which is a lie.
And the end of the Olympics.
But it's a lie. They wanted it canceled. That's why they held it back so it could die down. The fandom could be like, oh, it's canceled. Honestly, the way the world is, some people just don't look for shows. So if they don't if they don't see that they show up, they assume it's canceled. They don't go on the internet to look and see, oh, when is it on? Is it coming back? This is what happens. It's a small attention span. Some people don't research it like we do. So if it doesn't return when it's supposed to return, they don't watch it. And the ratings probably went down because it was, let me tell you something, you're sitting back off the air longer than you're supposed to. It should be every year you pop that out.
Yep.
So it's going to a Doctor Who effect where now you made us wait too long, you put it out, all the fans are not there. They're not there. And then if you watch it on Netflix, it doesn't count because the network didn't, and that's what everybody's probably doing. They're watching it on Netflix.
Yeah.
They need to check the numbers with the Netflix to see what the ratings is. If it's going through the roof on Netflix where everybody's catching it the second time around.
There was a YouTube show that I used to watch that I thought it had already gone off the air. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I find it, and it says, "Oh, we're just taking a break right now." And there's another one that I thought had gone off here on YouTube as well. And says, "No, once again, we were just simply taking a break."
Even Timeless was they held that,
and so far it is real good.
But they held it, then they decided to cancel it, then they didn't cancel it, then they kept it, but they made it as a mid-season. Timeless is still around.
Yeah, because viewers wrote in, and last night's episode where they see the first day of the Daytona, how it premiered, was good. And yes, there's some sexual tension and a unique twist. There is a unique twist on one of the people who helped in during the first run of the Daytona 500.
Wow.
That's all I'm going to say.
Wow. Okay. So that show may be full season again. They may fix that.
I can't praise Timeless enough. It is.
X-Files is coming back because it's the season finale. It's not series.
Who?
Yeah, I know, right?
Season finale. Let me ask you a question now.
Yeah.
I know that Gillian Anderson said she's not coming back, right?
Yeah.
Is there a possibility, and I'm going to call it the Orville effect, is it a possibility that if this is just that they filmed episodes already with her in it to appear sporadically in the next season?
I doubt that.
Really?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they did.
I don't. Or no, maybe they are holding some episodes because
I doubt that
Orville.
too.
Really? So she's done.
It's not like Orville. X-Files is a whole different beast. So no, they haven't been known to do any of that because Chris Carter, once he does something, he does it and goes all the way through with it. He doesn't do like extra shows or anything like that. If her character is to leave, she's gonna leave. And
But is she gonna leave or is she gonna die? Because if they're gonna kill her, look, listen,
we don't know.
If they're gonna kill her, they need to kill both of them. Where they both die.
No.
Why?
Because here's the thing. That'll be hypocritical of them to do that because the simple fact that they did a number of seasons where Mulder was assumed dead.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're gonna do that, then I wouldn't agree with it because simple fact is
so how can
that
it go on with him? How can it go on without her?
because they already proven that they can hold shows without one or the other.
Oh.
This time it's just they done did that with Scully. Scully hold 3 seasons by herself when Mulder was assumed dead.
Seasons?
So yes, she was what she was 8, part of 8, 9, and part of 8 and 9, 2 seasons. That
2 whole seasons without Mulder.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Exactly. Yep. 2 whole seasons without Mulder.
And what was real funny about it is when he was gone in the 90s cartoon of X-Men, it might have been even one of the two, it might have been 2000, but at least the 90s X-Men cartoon, Mulder was even mentioned in one of the episodes.
So 2 seasons he wasn't in there?
Yes.
No, he was. Yeah.
They weren't.
Maybe that's when I stopped watching it.
But
yeah. But
All
see,
right.
that's the thing. I can't compare them to Orville because they from different showrunners.
Orville just holds back an
Showrunners-
episode. You don't know what season it's from, right?
Yeah. That's because their showrunner is different. They have different styles, so you can't compare 2 showrunners like that. Like, I necessarily unfair to compare the Doctor Who showrunners because they are 2 different styles, even though they all do something stupid every time.
And the thing about the Orville is when it comes back, the episode 1 is going to be the finale from last year. That should have been supposedly.
But see, I've been with X-Files for a while, and they have not pulled any holdback shows. They did have a banned episode, which was Home, which you can it's banded. I don't know if they released it on the DVDs, but that's a legit banned episode because of the subject matter.
Oh, they did that with Supergirl, where you can only see it on Netflix then.
Yeah. So I would like, but because of the way Chris Carter's show runs, I don't think they did any of that. If she was to come back, it would be kind of like a cameo, but we have yet to see how she's going to exit, though.
I see.
Yeah.
Looks like NBC has given the 3rd season order for Will and Grace revival. So,
yay!
Aren't they in the 1st season now, though?
Yeah, they're on the 1st season. Yep.
And then they're going to be 2 seasons more. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a success for them.
Damn.
They're very happy.
Yeah.
One episode of revival.
Yeah, because their cast is on point. It's just like they never left, which is amazing. They are really on point.
So I wonder if John Barrowman would make a cameo since he was the original notion for Will.
Really?
Yeah, he was. And the funny thing was he didn't get the part because they thought he was too straight.
Oh, God.
Wow. We got other news here. It looks like Ready Player One screenwriter Zach Penn, who has worked on major franchises from X-Men to Avengers, Thor, said that he wants to do a movie in the Matrix universe.
What?
Damn.
He wants to put a movie out that's connected to the Matrix, and he's trying to get stuff done or get them to allow him to do it. So
Reboot it and have half the council be returning.
I don't know the Matrix movies, but just like a spin-off, I guess, or something.
I have a question. Do he have to go through the Wachowski sisters to get that approved?
Apparently no, because apparently Warner Brothers could do a Matrix thing without them. In fact, they were gonna reboot it without them, or or do a sequel without them. So I guess apparently not. From what my understanding is. Because if you remember, they were talking about Michael B. Jordan being the lead in the Matrix new movies. But we don't know if it was a sequel or whatever the hell it was. But, wow. But you know what, though? Someone coming out and saying, yeah, I want to do this, though, I mean, maybe he should have kept it quiet. Because what if his movie bombs and then it's like, oh, yeah, hell no? You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, people, like, they want to stick their name out and they're like, oh, we're going to do this. And then it's like, yeah, no. So.
I heard certain stuff like that should be kept secret because that's like in the pre-planning stage.
See, like with Doctor Who, when Olivia Colman came out and said, I'm going to be in Doctor Who, I want to be a bad guy. And then she talked to Chris Chibnall. And he's like, yeah, that, I guess, works for them. But here, you're talking about movies.
Yeah.
You know, what are you going to say?
But I was about to say, with that, you know, that'd be a hell of a thing to rewrite that for a part, add on a part, because they already had started filming. So
no, it probably is for the next season, though.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be. I mean, I'm sure she talks him late, so it's probably going to be next season. And you know, but anyway, that's for Rehogan's Cast stuff, anyway.
Yeah, it is.
All right, guys, we have tons of news, but I have to go at the moment. Be back later. And also, I'm going to try to get some podcasts out later. Yesterday, we didn't do any cast, and I do apologize.
Noticed that.
I got my PlayStation Saturday night,
I heard.
and I was playing, and I was playing and playing. Now, I still didn't figure out how to work it with the other platform. Something's going on there, so I've been putting it on YouTube, but that's fine. And
but like I mentioned to you in your little PM for a Dig Bug, you can shoot through the ground.
Yeah, I know. I've done that. If you've seen the video, and then whoever is a hero or whoever has been flagging my videos because they think Mortal Kombat's been unsuitable for advertisers, God bless you, man, because you're ridiculous. But anyway.
Oh, and another
thing, everything, every video
over there on not this Vaughn here who's next to me, but Vaughn TV Live. I have been broadcasting music, so kind of down over there and look up. You'll see it'll be under D Scott 750, but that's me.
You rock, dude. You freaking rock. So I'm gonna try not to constantly play where we don't do casts. It was just I was like a little kid, and I'm like, oh my god, and I was playing it all day. But anyway, also happy St. Joseph's Day to all Josephs out there. I hope you guys got your pastries. I got my pastries today. Gonna have it later. So my name day, yay! Old Joseph's name day today. All right, guys. So. We will be back later, hopefully. All right? So thank you, Scott. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Ben. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.